Hi, Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. I'm Amrina and welcome back to my Padlet channel. For this video, I will explain on the lesson of theory or framework that applicable for my case study, which is JetBlue and the new revenue recognition. Okay, so there are two frameworks that applicable for my case. The first framework is US GAAP on revenue recognition, and the second one is Accounting Standards Codification ASC 606 and International Financial Reporting Standards IFRS 15 on revenue recognition in contract. Now, let's look at the first framework on US GAAP revenue recognition. US GAAP, which known as US Generally Accepted Accounting Principles, refers to the set of accounting principles set forth by the Financial Accounting Standard Board, and US companies must follow when putting together financial statements. US GAAP has complex, detailed, and disparate revenue recognition requirements for specific transaction and industry. As a result, different industries use different accounting for economically similar transactions. Hence, for revenue recognition under US GAAP, it requires that revenues are recognized according to the revenue recognition principle, which is a feature of accrual accounting. This means that revenue is recognized on the income statement in the period when realized and earned, not necessarily when cash is received. The revenue-generating activity must be fully or essentially complete for it to be included in revenue during the respective accounting period. Also, there must be a reasonable level of certainty that earned revenue payment will be received. Lastly, according to the matching principle, the revenue and its associated costs must be reported in the same accounting period. Let's move to the second framework. The second framework is ASC 606 and IFRS 15 were issued by the Financial Accounting Standard Board and by the International Accounting Standard Board respectively. ASC 606 and IFRS 15 provides a uniform framework for recognizing revenue from contracts with customers. Industries that are likely to experience the most changes include software, media and entertainment, pharmaceutical or biotech, automotive, and the aerospace and defense. There are 5 steps for revenue recognition in contracts under ASC 606 and IFRS 15. The first step is identifying the contracts with a customer. A contract does not have to be written. Instead, it can also be oral or implied. A contract does, however, need to create enforceable rights and obligations. In addition, the parties also need to approve the contract and be committed to perform. Also, rights and payment terms must be identifiable. Finally, it must be probable that the firm will collect substantially all of the consideration. The second step is identifying the performance obligations in the contract. The performance obligation is the primary unit of account and is used to determine how much revenue to recognize and when to recognize that revenue. One performance obligation equal to one promise, and some contracts may involve more than one performance obligation. For example, the sale of a car with a complimentary driving lesson would be considered as 2 performance obligations. The first being the car itself, the second being the driving lesson. Performance obligations must be distinct from each other. There are 2 conditions must be satisfied for a good or service to be distinct. First, the buyer or customer can benefit from the goods or service on its own. Second, the good or service is separately identified in the contract. The third step is determining the transaction price. The transaction price is the amount that an entity expects to be entitled to in exchange for transferring promised good or service to a customer, excluding amounts collected on behalf of third parties. The transaction price is straightforward when the contract is for a fixed amount. For example, if a firm contracts with a customer to construct a building for $5,000, then the transaction price would be $5,000. However, the transaction price could become more complex when it involves variable consideration. The standard describes two methods to estimate variable consideration, which are expected value and most likely amount. Next, the fourth step is allocating the transaction price to the performance obligations in the contract. The new standard requires that the transaction price to be allocated to each separate performance obligation based on relative standalone selling prices determined at contract inception and not adjusted to reflect subsequent changes in the standalone selling price. The standalone selling price is the price at which a company would sell a promised good or services separately to customer. Allocation based on standalone selling price is generally consistent with prior practice, except the new standard no longer prescribes a hierarchy for estimating the standalone selling price. The last step is recognizing revenue when the entities satisfy a performance obligation. The new revenue recognition model is a control-based model, in which control means being able to direct the use of an asset and obtain substantially all the remaining benefits from the asset. Revenue is recognized upon satisfaction of a performance obligation by transferring control of the promised good or service to a customer. Performance obligations are either satisfied over time or at a point in time. Generally, the sale of a good will be recognized at a point in time, and the sale of a service will be recognized over time. But this is not always the case. So, that's all my explanation relates to US GAAP revenue recognition and ASC 606 and IFRS 15 revenue recognition in customer contract. I chose these two frameworks because obviously JetBlue just changed its accounting policy from US GAAP revenue recognition to the new revenue recognition ASC 606 and IFRS 15. Hence, I have to analyze both frameworks in order to assist JetBlue in determining which standard is the best and most effective for the company. That's all from me. Thank you. Hey guys, don't forget to challenge yourself on the understanding of revenue recognition under US GAAP, ASC 606 and IFRS 15 by clicking the Kahoot link. Thank you. Bye.